Are you, by the way, put right? I'm doing fantastic, Nick. Thanks for asking. Yeah, we got a great venue today. Of course, Suzuka being a legendary track. Every F1 fan should remember the Senna Prost Turn One championship decider. So today, no championships will be decided, but it should be a fantastic race, I think.
I agree. So much history at this circuit, and especially around Prost and Senna, and we even had Mansell lose a drivers' championship there. So just a historic circuit, one of my all-time favourites as well. So yeah, this is going to be a good one. So let's have a look while we're here. Let's have a look at the circuit. So it's a total of 18 turns around Suzuka. It's a clockwise circuit. So 5.8 kilometre circuit, 18 turns. So probably fast times around here tonight. I would think probably around about the 26s, 27s maybe. We'll see. We'll see how we go. But yeah, one of my favourite pit lane time, 23.5 seconds. We're going to do 27 laps around here this evening. Looks like we've got 17 drivers in the lobby. We've got another 5 minutes to go, so we've got a little bit of time still to kill. What are some of the lookouts for this circuit, Viet? For you?
Well, I think, of course, the S's. It's so difficult to nail it perfectly. There's one good line. You can go side by side through it all if you really dare, but it's not really beneficial, of course, for the lap times. But the S's are I think the most beautiful part of this track. And then you got the infamous spoon curve, where if you go a little bit wide and you touch with your right rear, you touch the greenish stuff outside of the curbs, you can really spin it around. And then the famous 130R corner, of course, where sadly Jules lost his life a couple
Yeah.
of years ago. Um, so yeah, this track has it all. It's a real driver's track. I think if you ask a lot of the F1 drivers, that Suzuka will be up there for sure. So let's see if the legendary status can transfer on here to FRL round 17.
I hope so. It usually does provide some pretty good racing. So let's have a look at the championship now. So where are we? Here we go. So I've got the championship up on the screen. If you want to take it through us, it's been a couple of weeks, obviously, since we were in Russia. So
Yeah.
yeah, give us a bit of a rundown, Viet, on what happened in Russia, drivers and the constructors while we wait. We've got 17 drivers in the lobby. Hopefully, a couple more get in there, and we'll get underway in the next sort of 3 minutes or so.
Yeah, of course, Baraka came out on top again in Russia. He has his phenomenal form for the last couple weeks. A really quick driver, of course, as we all know. So he topped the standings. Not so far away from him, Sandisi, Tom. He's got a good. He gives Baraka a good run for his money. Still second, of course, also in the championship. Nothing has happened yet. Nothing's over. Third, Holmesy, the guy from NRL, the NRL champion. Fourth, the other Red Bull, Jack Jackson. So good points for Red Bull in Russia. Fifth was Primetime Raz in the Mercedes. Sixth, Hervina. Seventh, PHG Vengeance, who tried to commentate last week on the League versus League event. Sadly, didn't work out. Eighth, Slardis. Ninth, Toss, the NRL boss, and finishing the top 10, it's Silderfor. And we move on to the driver standings. Topping the table, Baraka with 230 points. Not far away is Sandeezy in the Williams with 186 points. Then Henry Rogers, one of the fan favorites, of course. Always nice seeing him drive. In P3, only 3 points behind him though is Jack Jackson in the Red Bull. He's had some up and downs this season, but still manages to find himself in the top end of the standings. Then the Ferrari of Diddlick in P5, Primetime Raz in P6, Chihi Edmond in P7, Cleophas, who joined us halfway through the season, already inside the top 10 with 87 points. So if he get a good result, he should be able to move up even further. Then Slardis, and ending the top 10 is Hervina in the Ferrari. Then we go on to the team standings. It's Mercedes that is topping the table. Of course, with a driver like Baraka, you can assume that they're topping the table. 7 wins in total now. That is absolutely insane. So 330 points for Mercedes. Behind that, Williams with 204. And it's a close fight for P2, P3 with Red Bull with 198 points. So only 6 points separating these teams. So a lot can happen here in Japan. And then Ferrari, then Haas, Alfa Romeo, McLaren, Racing Point, Renault, and last are AlphaTauri with 70 points. So in the team standings, everything is still to play for. It's fairly close to each other. So we'll see what differences today can bring.
Brilliant and absolutely perfect timing because it looks like we've got 20 drivers. So awesome work, Viet. You did that spectacularly. So obviously, Sandeezy's not racing tonight, so a bit disappointing for him in that aspect. So but hopefully he'll be back next week. So he did push Baraka all the way last week, a couple of weeks ago in Russia. I have to give the FRL boys a shout out as well in the League versus League. Held their own, and I think overall on points as well, I might have even taken it home. Don't hold me to that, but did fantastic. So Baraka obviously took out the win, which was fantastic, and then we've got the constructors as well. So I think there's a few drivers that are readied up. We've got 20 drivers in there that are ready. So hopefully we get this one underway very, very shortly. I think we're just waiting on to allocate one more driver to a seat, and then we will be in there. So so we'll be underway shortly, fingers crossed, and then we can get this one started. So it's been we've had a couple of weeks off, and now we're back into it. So this is one of my favorite circuits, and like you said, if you ask obviously when you hear about what circuits drivers love, it's this one. Funnily enough, Viet, I do actually know a little bit about this circuit because I've researched it, but the only figure of 8 circuit as well. So interestingly enough, it's the only circuit that has a figure 8 and has the obviously comes back on itself, was actually designed by a Dutchman as well. So
that is true.
I can't remember his name, but I know that one of the turns at the Zandvoort circuit is actually named after him as well. So that's a fun little fact about the Suzuka circuit. And even there's been some tragedy here as well. So obviously you talked about Jules Bianchi, but how they actually came to the name of Degner 1, Degner 2 was actually named after a motorcyclist. His surname was Degner, so they named them Degner 1, Degner 2. And yeah, as you talked about earlier, there's been 11 times the World Drivers' Championship has actually been decided at Suzuka. So it does have a lot of history around championship deciders, and being someone who is of the Southern Hemisphere, as is Japan, this has always been a race that's at a reasonable time for us Australians. So it's actually during the day for us, but very, very rare does that happen. So it usually coincides with the most famous Australian race, which is Bathurst. So by the time this rolls around, you've had, well, the sort of the whole thing about Bathurst is that it's all about drinking pretty much. So you've had a few beers before the race rolls around. So it's hard to sort of keep your eyes open even in the afternoon at that stage. So it looks like we're about to get underway. So
I'll quickly fill in the name of the Dutchman who made the circuit. It's John Hugenholz.
Yes.
The legendary architect. I'm not sure which other circuits he made, but it's a couple. Oh, I got it here. He designed Suzuka in 1962. He designed Zolder in 1963, so the track in Belgium. He did the Hockenheimring Stadium section in 65, and I don't know the other tracks. I never heard of them, so I'll leave them out. So yeah, he's quite a known man in the architect world here in Formula One. Luckily so, because he designed some amazing tracks.
Yeah, he has, and it's not the sort of the Herman Tilke track design either. It's more the old school. So a little bit different to what we see most of the times. All right, so it looks like we're about to jump in, and we've got rain. All right, even
all right,
more
let's
exciting. I'll get my track map up. All right, so that is all good. Give me 2 seconds.
I'll quickly go through some nice Suzuka details with you guys.
I'm back.
For the track, the lap record is held by Sir Lewis Hamilton in 2019 with a 1:30.983. I think that will be smashed to bits here in the game. Not in the rain maybe, but in the dries, definitely expecting drivers to go at least 4 seconds faster than that, so that'll give you an indication of the difference between real life and this game. Hopefully we can get a little bit more realism in the 2021 game, but we gotta wait a couple weeks for that. Very excited to see what that game will bring us, as the first drivers are already out on track, so they're not leaving it up to any chance. They'll head out, go straight out. What do you think, Nick? You think people will fill up the tank and just go and do laps, or do you think they'll choose for the 1 lap run?
I think they'll probably fill up the tank and go for multiple runs. So that seems to be the kind of consensus usually in these conditions, is that you'll actually load up a few extra laps of fuel and go out there just to get a feel for the track. We don't know if this rain's going to hang around either, so that's the other thing to keep in mind. So yeah, we've got to keep that in mind as well. But we've got a few different drivers than we normally have this week. I see Benny Socceroos. He's a bit of a veteran of this league. He's been around for a while, just hasn't raced for a long time. We also have a visitor. Honesy is back from NRL, so he's in a Ferrari. I think a Ferrari this evening. No, Alfa Romeo this evening. Who else? And Dommy Lee. So Dommy Lee, another NRL driver, racing in the Mercedes, and Wheezy Weston having another run this evening. So he's been a regular in here for a while. So hasn't raced I think he raced a couple of races ago, but yeah, he's back. So all right, cool.
He's got his focus on Assetto Corsa Competizione, where he does really well. So if you're interested in watching some good ACC content, I'm wanting to refer you to that league and go watch some streams over there. Of course, after you've watched this one in its entirety. So, Cleophas, the first guy on track to sell a lap, almost coming up to the hairpin. Seems like a decent sector one. Of course, it's first lap. It's always finding that grip, knowing where you can go fast or a little bit slower. But Cleophas seems to be on a decent run, coming now into Spoon, taking it fairly easy, not too much on the aggressive side, and he'll be on to set the first lap here today. So the benchmark for everyone else.
Yeah, so he got taken out in Russia a couple of weeks ago early on, so it was unfortunate after his epic battle that he had with Baraka in Singapore. So hopefully that doesn't repeat for him, and he is able to continue on this week. Cool. All right. So I'm just trying to work out the stream, make sure it's all good, but. Someone will obviously let us know if it's all good. So I can't see anything in the chat about the sound, so I hope that it's all good and that everyone's enjoying it. So I'll get into it. All right, so a 138.3 by Cleophas. Obviously these wet conditions, we're short qualifying, only 18 minutes. We're almost 5 minutes into it, and we're going all right so far. All right. Who else do we have out there? Do we have Vengeance? Where is he? Where's Vengeance? So he's just coming out of Spoon now, up the back straight. I think we've got a Mercedes. Is that Baraka? No, Baraka's in the pits right now. All right, we'll stick with...
It's Dommy.
Dommy Lee in the other Mercedes. Okay, cool. So he's a 138.4. We'll stick with Vengeance as he comes through the Casio Square chicane there. He is about to cross the line with 138.1, so he goes P1 right now. So a nice time from him. He's enjoying the wet conditions. What about our man, the King Mural? Has he got a new helmet this week?
P4.
Yeah.
It does look like it.
Yeah, all right. We'll keep an eye on that. What about Wheezy Weston? Where's he? He's just starting his lap, so we'll come back to him very, very shortly. Mucho Chan. That was just coming. Yeah, that coming through. Where are we? Just coming up towards Spoon. Yeah. All right. So he's lost it through there. All right. And he's got front wing damage, so he's going to have to pit in and get that repaired. Who else do we have out there? Chihi Edmund. He's about to finish his lap. So Rain is continuing to fall though. He goes up P6 with a 139.6, so a nice time from him. What about his teammate Honesy? I think Honesy might... he did a 144.7. He's 2 seconds down. Now this man, and I quote... Well, hang on. I'll start in a second. He loves Suzuka. Like, this man, he literally loves this circuit. I would put some money on him. I'm not normally... I'm trying to give him. I'm trying to give him a rap, and this is what he does to me. As we see, Exotic's back for this week.
Top on the table with a 138 flat. Very good time here for the Ferrari. So we can see the track drying up a little bit. There's a little bit less rain, I think, than there was before.
Looks like it is.
Of course, with the drivers all should be on the same line here. The track will dry up there a little bit, so we should see some faster times coming still. But now it's Hervina topping the table.
Yeah, nice Hervina with the 138 flat. Wheezy Weston goes a 139 flat, so he's just getting to grips with those wet conditions. What about Henry Rogers? He's coming through Degner 2. He's invalidated his lap. His teammate Iron Apple. So Honesy's gone onto the soft. So, that was Iron Apple's had a massive crash. That was just near the 130R. So he had a massive off. Yeah, he is out. So that was huge. So he's had a really big moment through there. He is he's done for the session. I don't think we have red flags in qualifying in this game. So well, hopefully that clears shortly.
Oh, Holmesy tries the softs.
Yeah, I was just saying he's he's the pioneer for the soft tyres. Henry Rogers, he's invalidated his lap, so he will have to go again. We've got less than 2 minutes. We're approaching almost the halfway mark. Benny Socceroos is on an out lap right now. What about this man, Putin B. Hoppin? He is just coming through the center S's right now. So he is yet to set a time. So was quite...
Very close there on Degna 2, coming up to the curb. Almost lost it.
Oh, he's coming. Yeah, he's four-wheel drifting through Degna 1, Degna 2 there. All right.
I was mistaken in the corner names. It was Dunlop where he almost lost it.
Yeah, I was like...
hairpin.
Yeah, I was like, am I behind on the stream or something? No. But he is... what about his teammate Sliders? He's just starting his lap. I see a Renault in front of us. Who else is out there? I'm just trying to get as many cars as I can. Oh, and he's almost lost it around Spoon Curve there by Putin B. Hoppin. So a few drives have gone to softs. Hervina, Domi Lee, and Honesy. Out in the lead though, pole position. It's Hervina with a 138 flat as Putin B. Hoppin's almost going sideways through 130R, and he's turned it around at the chicane. He doesn't have too much damage, and he should be able to pit from there. I'm not too sure what he's doing now. All right, but you could kind of see that coming a little way back there. What about Sliders in the other McLaren? We'll give both the McLarens a little bit of shine tonight. But he is yet to set a time, as we've got 8 minutes left in the session, so 10 minutes have expired. We've only got, I think it's 12 drivers who have set a time. Iron Apple had the big moment at 130R, so he's out. He's currently P12, but we'll see if he drops down much further than that. Sliders invalidate, yeah, right on the last turn as well. Silderfort, he's invalidated his lap. What about how's Honesy going out on those soft tyres? He's 5 seconds.
Up by 5.5 seconds almost.
All right.
Yep.
So it's time to go to the softs.
Definitely dry time.
Yep. So you've got most of the field. Oh, we've got Exotic on a set of mediums. But most drivers now moving to the soft tyres. It looks like got a bit of a Christmassy kind of vibe where all the tyre sets are named over there. So we'll see what Honesy can do as he comes around Spoonker. So as I was saying before, this man, he says that driving around Suzuka is, and I quote, orgasmic, end quote. So loves this place. I saw him last time I commentated on him here. He'd won one race in NRL, and then he raced another race like 20 minutes later, and he won both of them. So loves this place. Not surprising to see him here tonight, or this morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Thanks for joining us. As he goes P1 with a 132 flat. So a nice time from the Dutchman from NRL. What about his Ferrari counterpart in Exotic, the American? Very early over there in America right now. So good effort from Exotic to be up. The joys of being young, hey? It's being able to do this at 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever time it is over there. Big kudos to him. He's yet to set a time as we're 2/3 of the way through the session. We're still waiting on 8 drivers to set a time. That's Crazy Kiwi, Baraka, Putin B. Hop, and Slardis. This man Exotic. And then Silderfort Rogers. And Silderfort's teammate, Mucho Chan, in the AlphaTauri. He's on his out lap at the moment. So I dare say he'll venture around and set a lap. In the meantime, this man here, Exotic, he sets a lap. He goes P2 on a set of mediums at 133.5. So he knows what he's doing out there. I think I see.
Good effort there from the Ferrari. Both Ferraris now holding P2 and P3. So they're doing really well as Hervina's almost going to start his lap. No, he's coming in. He abandoned it. Dummy! a 1:30.4. So
Hey.
there's still more than 2 seconds to find apparently, as the track keeps drying up and drying up. So Donnelly the first one to be in the 1:30. Yeah, I'm expecting now to see 29s,
Yeah.
28s, maybe even 27s in the end of this session as it continues to dry up. There goes
Cleophas.
Cleophas P1,
Yeah.
only 500ths of a second apart from those two guys, so very very close up in the front. So as every guy now tries to set his first lap on those dry compound tires, so we'll see the standings change quite a bit, I think, in the coming minute or so.
Yeah, it's going to start to get a bit crazy, I reckon.
Yeah, yeah.
Mucho Chan, he's just coming around Spoon Curve now. So it's one of the Ferraris coming in. I think that's exotic, so we won't miss that. But now it's Mucho Chan. So he's yet to set a time. So we'll see what he can do. He goes purple sector 2. So not surprising. He's on a set of softs. He's had decent qualifying pace. Mucho Chan, he's a relatively newcomer to the league. So he's... he gets it all sideways there and ends up going into the pits. All right, so... What about...
Baraka now coming up. He's going through the chicane. He had a purple second sector. It's very wide entry, but that is a 1:28.7. Vengeance goes even quicker.
Yep.
So it's not Baraka who's stopping the table now. It's the Haas of PSG Vengeance.
We've still got...
So props to him for setting such a good lap.
Yeah, we've...
Henneplanche, who changed his name to FRL Hennep, he on the mediums sets a 29.8. So good effort from the Renault there.
Yeah,
there's almost 3 minutes left here on the clock. Sorry, Nick, continue.
No, I was going to say I was going to point that out. There's it was over 3 minutes left on the session, so I think we're going to see the top of that leaderboard flip quite a few times with a number of different drivers. Slatus, he's trying to attempt to get a set a lap right now in that McLaren. He's coming around the final turn. He goes P3 with a 1:28.7 on a set of soft tyres. So nice drive from him right now. Chihi Edmund, he was up there. I'm not too sure if he's going on another hot lap. He's currently P5 with a 1:31. He's 1.3 seconds down, so he's not going to go again. Hervina, he's on an outlap. Domi Lee's on an outlap as well. The two Renault boys, I think Hannah P just, he's on an in-lap. His teammate, though, Benny Socceroos, let's see what he's doing on a fresh set of soft tyres. He's 2.7 seconds up. So he's currently in P14 with a 1:40.4. He's just gone a purple sector 2. So he's going to improve that time dramatically. It's going to be all about getting a time in now with less than 2 minutes left. Not invalidating that lap because you're not going to have a lot of time to do it. He goes P8. So nice time there from Benny Socceroos. And we see Putin be hopping. He goes top of the table. Wheezy's on an outlap. Everyone's out there now. The track is pretty much, there's only about 4 cars in the pits. Everyone else is out on the track. So it's going to be tough to keep up with this one. I'll do my best. We've got a big gaggle of cars coming through the hairpin now.
Left.
Okay, so...
he doesn't have time for another lap, of course. Now,
yeah.
Holmesy, he decided to hop on the medium, so he's confident he can still go way quicker than his first soft lap, of course, when it was still a bit raining when he set that lap. So exciting to see where Holmesy ends up as he drives absolutely marvelous through the S section. It's pitch perfect. It's really good there. Up to Decna 1, throw the car in. Decna 2, a little bit wide. Onto the green stuff, that's not what you want. Coming up to the hairpin now, braking late, wide entry, then getting the apex as early as you can on the gas, moving up to Spoon. This actually, it's not flat, it's not a straight, but when it's flat, it's a straight. So the Honsi coming up to Spoon now, taking a very, very risky line there, going onto the curb on the inside, onto the curb on the outside on the exit. Onto the motor GP start line, coming up to 130R now. He's up by 4.4 seconds. So that is a really great time from Honesy. Now into the last chicane. Do you think he can get pole with this lap?
Let's see. We're about to find out.
Almost.
He does!
He does! 27.1 on the medium tire. So you were not lying, Nick. This really is his track. It's got Honesy written all over it. On the medium tires, he tops the table. Do we see anyone else?
Let's see what Dommy Lee can do. Dommy Lee's going to Dommy Lee's going to purple sector 2. So Dommy Lee, he's usually my weatherman. He usually, when I was commentating NRL, he'd always provide me with the weather. He hasn't today, but he's gone top of the tables. So he's too busy getting pole position to send me the weather. What can so Chihi Edmund Clearfus has gone fastest.
Another half second.
I think
so it's 26.1.
Yeah, this is the king, so he's coming through. I think he's going to be followed by Henry Rogers. He goes P5. Henry Rogers goes P3. The Red Bulls. Jack Jackson, he's coming around now. So he had a 138, had an old time P4. So P4 by him. What about Mucho Chan? What can he do? He's down in P20. He doesn't improve. Crazy Kiwi. I don't think Crazy Kiwi can set a time. Chihi Edmonds left the session. Mucho Chan.
Benny has invalidated.
Sildefort is going really slow. Dommy Lee.
It?
That's it. That's our. That is our grid for round 17 of FRL. Congratulations to Clearfus, the man from Greece. He's got some fans in the chat as well. Masaldo, I apologize if I've not pronounced your name right. Masaldo, him F1. Good luck, Clearfus. So he's always got a little bit of encouragement coming from the chat there. So he's taken pole position from Dommy Lee. Henry Rogers, so two NRL boys, P2, P3. Jack Jackson in P4, so good result from him. Exotic and Honesy, so there's a few NRL guys in the top 6 there. 4 of the top 6. The King. So the King said he got held into turn 1, but still a good result for the King in P7. Chihi Edmund, P8. Sildefort, 9th. Putin be hopping. Oh, what's going on here with these guys? Anyway, all right, they're just having a bit of fun out there.
I think the most like Baraka, P15. He didn't really get to set a great lap time, so he's gotta fight his way from the back. I'm sure he can do it. If there's one person in this league who can make such things happen, it's him. But it's gonna be difficult for him now with of course with the likes of Honesy and Exotic, Domely, all joining today, and then you have the normal guys, Clearfus, Henry Rogers, Jack Jackson, who are gonna be tough to beat now. Of course, Honesy on the alternate strategy will be the one to watch. Let's hope for a great race. We had an amazing qualifying session. We had rain, we had dry, we had everything in between. So let's hope we're gonna have something like that in a race as well. A little bit of rain to spice things up is never bad, but it does seem to be a nice, beautiful day here at the Suzuka circuit. So I think we're gonna have a dry race.
Looks like it. So it looks like that rain has disappeared. And obviously that's going to open up tyre strategy choices for everyone. So I can see Honesy looking to go on to the mediums now, as well as Crazy Kiwi. So he's down in P20. So he doesn't really have much to lose. So we'll wait for it all, for everyone to ready up. But in due course, it looks like it's T minus 30 seconds. Yeah, it's. I'm sure if Van Rocco is watching, he's probably having a heart attack at how quickly everyone readied up then. But Crazy Kiwi, he's gone to the hards. Mucho Chan, Hannah P, Baraka on the mediums. Wheezy Wester. Hey, good result from Wheezy. So P12 and nice shout out from there. He had an interesting race on Tuesday night in a Seto Corsa Competizione. Run out of petrol on the last lap. So hopefully he doesn't have the same issues here. Let's get this sorted out. And then I'll get you, Viet, if you want to take us through the grid. Give us a look.
We're going to do it. Topping the table for today's qualifying session is the Greek driver Cleophas. So he's managed to be on top for a lot of races this season since he has joined. He's always been there. So very, very good result from him. Second, one of the NRL boys, Domi, in the Mercedes P2. So great to see him racing here tonight in FRL. Always exciting to see Domi race. Then P3, Henry Rogers, the CCC veteran. He's been involved in everything you can imagine here at the CCC network. So great to see him again. Hopefully his internet connection will hold it out tonight. Then P4, Jack Jackson in the Red Bull. Very good result from him. Hoping to see some great driving as well. Then P5, it's the Ferrari of Exotic. So he's been a reserve for this whole season.
You better hurry up, Viet. You better hurry up. They're coming up the back straight, Viet. Yeah. All right.
Then P6, the alternate strategy, a guy of Honesy. Thinking he will be very, very quick in the second part of this race. 7, our favorite, the King. He has done very, very well for himself to put himself up inside the top 10. P8, Chi Edmund, Honzi's teammate, so Alpha Boys are doing very good. Silderford, P9, Putin, who topped the table halfway to the qualifying session, finds himself in P10. P11 is Hervina. P12 is the ACC guy, Wheezy Western. So hopefully we can see him do get some good result here in F1. P13 it's Vengeance. 14 the long-time FRL member Benny Socceroos.
Better
15,
hurry up!
Our championship leader Baraka.
They're gridding up! Quick!
17 it's Hennen Plantje. 18 it's Mucho Chan. 19 the guy who crashed in quali, Iron Apple. And last but not least, the guy from New Zealand, Crazy Kiwi.
All right.
The lights are ready to go. And, we're starting.
Quick, call the start. Come on, call the start,
Right,
Viet. Go.
4 lights. We got 5 lights, and we are racing round 17 FRL. Cleophas managed to get a great start. Domely with no traction control, which I know he's got tough 3 wide into turn 1. It's very, very close here. Jack Jackson almost loses it coming into turn 1 sideways.
Oh, there's a red going around at the back.
Yellow.
Sorry.
Yellow, and it's green again. We're still racing. Got some. Oh no, it's Baraka. He turned around. Baraka in
Oh, he almost got hit.
Oh,
He almost got.
again with Slardus. Oh, what a madness in lap 1.
Oh no, he's turned around again. Baraka's turned around again. Coming through.
Predictions came true. 3 people already off in the S's. So well done, Toss. You won prediction of the day.
Well, if anyone knows about spinning, it would be Toss. So that's.
That is very true. But it's still Cleophas leading. He got away very, very good now, and he's almost got himself a 6-10 gap to the Ferrari, to the racing point of Rogers. Back there, Domely, who lost 1 position off the start. I know he's been trying to race without traction control, so props to him for just doing it. You'll get better with the starts as we move on. Nick, it's has been an exciting first lap.
Viet, you absolutely have killed this first lap. Absolute legend. It's been awesome to just listen to it all and just watch. So it's been awesome. But yeah, crazy first lap. The big story obviously is Baraka. We're seeing the pit strategy there. So expect the soft runners in between lap 9 to 11 is what my predictions say. 15 to 17 on the mediums. And the timing screen sorting itself out. Who else do we have here? So it's Slardis leading us away. We don't often see his name up there in P1. I'm pretty sure this hasn't... Oh, no, he's in the pits, so it's glitching out. Okay, all right, cool. So, yeah, Cleophas is leading us away from Henry Rogers. Dommy Lee up there in P4. Honesy in there, hanging in there in P7. So the Alfa Romeo boys in there. Let's see who we've got down the field. As the pack's still relatively condensed, which is good. This is Dommy Lee. He's half a tenth behind Henry Rogers. This will be a good battle between these drivers. Very evenly matched. Let's quickly go to Silderfort, though, because he's down the back straight, putting a move on Putin Hoppin as they come through the 130R side by side. He's going to go around the outside, and he does it. So nice move there from Silderfort. Pulls it up just in time for the chicane and is able to get through. So he moves his way up into P8. So some nice driving there from those two. Iron Apple, who we saw crash out in qualifying. He's down in P13, so he's made his way up nicely through the field. Who else do we have out there? So, this is Honesy. He is looking to put a move on Exotic, so these two would be very familiar with each other. They race in NRL, so they'll know each other like the back of their hand. And he's got the other he's got the AlphaTauri. So he's got his other Alfa Romeo teammate, Chihi Edmund, behind him for a little bit of cover to fend off Silderfort for now. But out in front, it's the man from Greece. It's Cleophas leading it from Henry Rogers and Dommy Lee making up the podium positions right now. We're lap 3:27, so we just got this one underway. Baraka is the big story. He's down in P19. Let's have a quick look at pit stops. So, yeah, Mucho Chan, Baraka, and Slardis have all stopped once already. So, obviously had some kind of damage or incident there. Big movers. Iron Apple up 6. Crazy Kiwi up 5. Nothing else other too dramatic after that. Then the King lost 4 spots. So did Wheezy. So did Baraka. And so did Slardis as well. All right.
Interesting to see that Baraka went for the softs again. So he didn't go for the hards or for the mediums. Oh, Jack Jackson goes wide. Exotic and Honesy both seize that position, so both up one place. And now Jack Jackson needs to defend here from Honesy's teammate Chihi Edmund. Does hold his position now on P6. So we have a yellow, almost a full yellow. I don't know what happened.
Sector 1. Like... Oh, is that a... That's the King!
It's the King!
It's the King!
Oh, no.
Don't know what's happened to the King. He's not having a good race today. P16. Yeah. Alright, so... Where are we? Silderfort. He is P8. Oh, that was Henry Rogers. What's going on, Henry Rogers? He's lost a position to Jack Jackson at the hairpin. The Haas and the AlphaTauri there. So Chihi Edmund got through. Silderfort is going to have a crack. So does he have damage? That's going to be the question. Do you have a collision?
Let's try and have a look.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like every wing plate is still attached, but as we know, it's
he's lost one.
Full damage in this league. So
he's lost a left wing end plate.
Oh, he didn't.
Yeah, Henry Rogers has.
Oh, Henry. Oh, sorry. I was checking Silderfort. Excuse me.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Silderfort doesn't have any damage. Yeah, Henry Rogers does.
And Henry Rogers, he does need to always put him up and blows around the inside. As Rogers goes into the pits as he should. Oh, that's too hard. Yeah, that's a 5-second time penalty for the racing point. Is he going on to the hard compound of tire? He does. So he's looking to go to the end. It is possible from now on, 22 laps.
Yeah.
The hards could definitely do that. So he's going to the end. So with nothing happening safety car wise, he might still have a good shot at some points.
he'd want to bank on getting a possible, like, he'd want to look after those hard tyres because they only last probably a maximum 20 laps before they start to deteriorate quite rapidly. Speaking of rapid, Baraka goes to 129.5 to set the fastest lap down in P19. So he's on those soft tyres. We'll see what he can do from there. It'd be miracle, I'd say. Well, I'm not going to say miracle. It'd be quite a massive effort for him to get up to a podium position, let alone win from there. But we'll see how we go. In the meantime, Putin be hopping. He's trying to put the move on Hervina as they're coming through the 130R. So Hervina, I was having a look at his stats before the race. He's finished, I think, the last 4 races in the points. So he's having a really good run right now. He's in the pits as we speak. In the points as we speak. We'll see if he can keep that way for the 5th race in a row as Honesy has finally gotten past Exotic as they come into turn 1 and turn 2 now. So such a unique corner, that sort of double apex right-hander. Hard to get your braking point right for it. You got to brake a lot later than you think. Now up through the S's, so you go up the hill, then down the little dip. So this is just all about trying to just be patient with the car as you come through Dunlop. See so many cars spin around through Dunlop. And then it's Stegner 1, pretty much taken almost flat out. Degner 2, down into 3rd gear, under the bridge.
At the moment.
Where is he?
He lost it. He's down in P16 now, so he lost it coming into the first SS, I think, maybe the second.
Yeah.
So
he's got damage too.
He's gonna have to remain calm and just put in those laps and see where he'll end up.
Yep.
Of course, he's on the medium tire, so he can go a little bit longer than the soft runners. Honesy, he's really in a box position now. He's creeping up to Donnelly ever so slightly every single sector. The gap was around 3
Oh no! Sorry, Betty Socceroos has gone around at Spoon. So he was, I think he was battling it out with the King, and he's turned it around. So maybe he hasn't had too much practice. He hasn't raced here for a while. So thanks to Benny for filling in though. So he finds himself down in P17 right now. Vengeance though, he's 3/10 behind Putin be hopping. Jack Jackson though, he is battling it out with Exotic. So this would be another good little fight between these two evenly matched drivers. We'll see what Exotic can do to fend off Jack Jackson in that Red Bull as Benny Socceroos just gets a little bit of insult to injury with a 5-second speeding in the pit lane penalty there. So unfortunate for him.
Jack Jackson going for it down the inside on the hairpin. Exotic leaves him the space. Gets pushed a little bit wide. Better traction there from Exotic, so he'll be keeping his 4th place, but it's still ERS fully open for Jack Jackson, so he didn't give up. Coming through Spoon, luckily not side by side. That is, as he touched the inside curb, they will lose a bit of traction coming out. And so Exotic should be able to. What happened? Cheehy Edmund got the position over Jack Jackson. Totally missed that. He was in the fight as well.
So he's able to. Cheehy Edmund was able to come through past Jack Jackson as Cleophas pits. So he's into the pits. So that will move Exotic up a position. Jack Jackson's into the pits as well. So I dare say they will. Yeah, he's gone. Cleophas is onto the hards. Jack Jackson, he's gone onto the hards as well. So they go in the soft hard strategy. Right now, this is. Yeah, okay, so this will be interesting. So Honesy's up into P2. He's 1.2 seconds behind Dommy Lee in P1. And then Exotic, so it's an NRL 1, 2, 3 right now. Cheehy Edmund up in P4 there. Most of those guys yet to pit. So the guys that have pitted though so far is Henry Rogers, Mucho Chan, Baraka, Wheezy Weston, Slatus, Benny Socceroos and Cleophas. Not all of those stops have been strategic though. So a lot of them
the yellow.
Sector 3.
Benny Socceroos, he's lost it coming out of 130R. Oh, yeah, he's gonna slam it into the pits and finish this race, I assume.
That was Clearfus getting past the King there. That's for position. So Clearfus has pitted recently. King Mural, so Penny Socceroos. I don't blame him. You got to give him a hall pass on that one. That's understandable. All right. So Vengeance in the other Haas. He's battling it out with the McLaren of Putin be hopping.
Domi coming in. Interesting to see where he comes out compared to Clearfus. Gonna watch the Greek driver now coming up to the last chicane. So I think it will be very close coming out of this pits. As you said, it's a 23-second pit lane. As Domi almost comes out of the pit lane, it will be... No, it's easy for Clearfus to regain that position. So he's still in provisional P1. Honzi keeps on going, of course. He can go till lap 13, 14.
Well, 15 to 17 is my numbers, but obviously they could be incorrect. But look, if anyone's going to know about how far, Mucho Chan, he's gone off at the at turn 2. So we got a safety car. So looks like he might have had a big one through there. Ooh, who does this open it up for?
So let's see what everybody goes for. Does Honzi come in and goes for the hards, or do you think he'll stay out and save these medium tires to hop onto the softs in the end?
Can I reserve my answer for about 15 seconds and I'll let you know? Can I do that?
All right, I'll give you that.
I reckon he might. Will he pit? It would make sense to pit. It's kind of really, he's going to pit. Yeah,
he does.
He does.
Yeah.
It's generally the golden rule. This is good for Exotic as well. So he's going to pit. So is Silderfort. Silderfort's pitting. So is Hervina. Putin be hopping. They're all coming in. So Clearfus, he's out on the hard. So he only just pitted. So this is perfect for him as well. He's going to be able to overtake all of these guys while they're in the pits. And inherit.
He might be tough.
Ooh, let's see. I think
P1.
Honzi.
He takes P1. Yeah.
He does. He does it easy too. All right. So Clearfus, he's into P2.
This will bring an interesting fight. If Clearfus and Baraka had this amazing battle in Singapore. For everybody who didn't watch it, please go back to that stream.
Yeah.
It was absolutely amazing to commentate on, to watch on. It was a boring race for the rest of it, but those guys really made that stream. So I'm exciting to see how Clearfus and Honzi are gonna battle it out. So Honzi, of course, around the same caliber as is Baraka. So it's very interesting to see how this will end up, and of course Domely as well. We can't forget him being in P3. It's going to be very exciting, I think, for the remaining 17 laps. Exotic, he is onto the mediums. He can go to the end, especially with the safety car not coming in for at least 2 laps. I think the field isn't bunched up at all.
Yeah. Well, if you for those following along at home, pretty much now is the safety car line. So once all the cars are all backed up before then, they will until they're backed up before the car hits that line, we will continue to go around. We might be able to go racing the next lap though. So we've got I think that Slider's coming through Degna 2 now under the bridge. So if he can get a bit of a move on. What we don't want is guys trying to game the system where if you go super slow, like you explained, Honzi, not Honzi, Vit. I did see someone do that the other week actually, and I was like, hey, I know exactly what they're doing. So hopefully that doesn't happen, and we'll get some good racing. It's coming through turn 1, turn 2 now, so I think everyone will have caught up before we get that safety car line this lap. Fingers crossed, and then we'll go racing where. The King in the comments did a gamble and it didn't work. So unfortunate for the King. He's not made it. All right, he gambled and he lost. But that's
Yeah, but referring to the strategic waiting for the safety car, I did it once in Monza, and I waited so I could pit again for another fresh set of softs, and it paid out perfectly. I ended up last, of course, because I pitted on the safety car while the rest of the field already pitted the lap before. But yeah, it's you can really make use of that if you want, but it's not very sportsmanship like, and it's not realistic as well. So in real life they would just let the safety car go, and you'll be sitting there in the pit lane with all the drivers going full speed. So that's something Cody should work on in future games as well. I think they are aware that it can be misused, especially in league racing. So hoping that EA and Cody get that together for the 2021 game.
all right. So it's
I think
Slard.
we're gonna get racing.
I think will.
No, it's when the last car, if Slardis reaches the end, yeah, we're going definitely.
Are we? I see the lights on the car. No, the lights on the safety car are still
No.
on. Yeah, he didn't make it.
No, we're going in.
Oh, we are going in. All right. Cool. So,
Honesy backing
Honesy.
up the field very much, and he's off.
So he's
We're
gonna
back racing.
Yeah, we're back underway. So it's Honesy from Clearfus in P2. Dummy Lee coming under attack immediately from Exotic in the Ferraris. They go through turn 1, turn 2 now. Oh, it's Exotic up the inside. Dummy Lee ran a little bit wide there. He's on those harder tyres. He's going to have the inside line though for the next corner, so that's all right. So Exotic trying to just take advantage there of Dummy Lee at the restart. Hasn't been able to get past him, but he's going to maintain in P4. Down in P5 at Silderfort. He's going to come under attack from Vengeance behind him. Jackson's in there as well. So we haven't lost anyone. Or as we see the Silderfort AlphaTauri clipping those curbs on Degner 1, Degner 2 in particular. We've got a yellow flag. It's one of the Renaults. It's P at Degner 1. So he's had an off there. It looks like he's going again, possibly. So yeah, he's able to get it underway again. So we didn't lose him, but he's lost a ton of time, and he's just coming through the hairpin now. So he's a fair way back. This man here, Crazy Kiwi, he's not a fair way back. He's in P11, only 4/10 behind Hervina. Henry Rogers, he's in there as well. So he's had a typical... Oh, Henry Rogers, see, he hit him from behind. Has he damaged his wing again? No, he hasn't. He's going to want to be careful here, though. This is going to end in tears. Oh, big brake lock up there from Hervina. Henry Rogers, very aggressive. I don't think he's very happy right now with his race as it stands. As he comes up the front straight. He's got Crazy Kiwi in front of him. Is he going to send it down the inside? Oh, he was having to think about it. But he thinks better of it. He lives to fight another day. But we'll keep an eye on that for now. The King, you know what I want to know? Because I said the gamble, it did or didn't work. And he said, where did I get didn't from? Mate, what are you doing typing? You're still in the race. How do you do that? Anyway, my apologies, King. I didn't get it right. But to be fair, it was pretty hard to make anything coherent out of your spelling there, buddy. So, yeah, we'll call it even this time. This is Vengeance in the Haas. His teammate's currently P2 Clearfus. He's P6 Vengeance. So he's having a good race right now. He's got Exotic in front of him. But it's Honesy right now is leading the field on those 2 lap old hards. Most people are not going to have to pit again. So we've got all the pit stops out of the way. This is going to be a race until the end. Yeah, even for the medium runners, that won't be a drama. Hennepy's gone onto the soft tyre, so it might be a bit of a stretch for him. But of the guys that are in competitive positions at the moment, they will not need to pit again. So it's going to be a race.
Yes, we are over halfway of this race. Honesy leads away. He's absolutely on fire because he He's gapping
Oh,
the office
Henry,
ever again.
Hen- Henry Rogers and Crazy Kiwi playing bumper cars up the front straight. Sends it down the mid, down the inside. He's got the hands up graphic. Yeah, Henry Rogers is not in a. He's in a very aggressive mood right now. He's down in P11, and he was battling it out with Crazy all the way down the front straight there. So
Luckily, we don't have any major incidents as long as they bumper draft. It's or just touch each other on the straight. It's all good.
now it's the
No
King.
real incidents. It's
Yeah.
the King.
And Baraka going at it. Wheezy Western is behind these two.
The King should definitely be able to keep Baraka at bay for the rest of this race. That's why he's the King.
Unless he wants to comment while he's racing again, we'll see what he does. All right, so
He goes up the inside and Spoon. Oh, they touch.
oh no!
He's spinning around Baraka as well.
Oh, Baraka's hit him
that
again. Oh, Baraka hit Wheezy Western then. So I think
that was not a good move.
I think he's got damage. I can see. Yeah, I think it's a left-hand front wing end plate.
Oh, Baraka will not be happy with that.
No, he's not had
The
a.
King, he was a long way back and he went for it coming into Spoon, and we all know the current contact model doesn't allow. He spins it round. He's in the gravel trap. Oh, Baraka left the session. He's done with it.
Oh, okay. So Baraka's out. He's done. It's too bad Sandeezy's not racing. He could have had some good points today as Slidus and Iron Apple exchange positions. As Baraka drops out, that leaves us with 12 laps left. Oh, the King has dropped out as well. So we've got 4 DNFs. We're down to 16 runners. We've got 12 laps left. That's not too bad. We're not going to get the Oprah Winfrey round, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Still a long way to go in this one, but fingers crossed. So the King has left. Now he can get on the chat and he can, hopefully, he can type normally. All
Elaborate
right.
on what
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, let us know, King, if give us your side of the story. Baraka, if he wants to get in the chat as well, let us know. Anton Chan Fernandez, I think that's Mucho Chan. He's pretty active in there at the moment, so he's not a very happy chappy. As Hannah Pete sets the fastest lap. Henry Rogers, he's just wanting to be fast altogether, and he takes Hervina up the back straight, heading into the 130R. He's able to get it done before then. Yes, he is. So Henry Rogers moves up into P10. His teammate Iron Apple is down in P14 right now. Just having a look up the top. What about Silderfort? So this is a good little battle between him and Exotic, the American. I'm not too sure. I think Silderfort, possibly Dutch. I'm not too sure. I don't want to make any assumptions.
Where he's from?
I don't know. Is he Dutch, Silderfort?
No.
Okay.
Silderfort or Slardis?
Silderfort.
I think he's from Singapore, but I'm not entirely sure.
All right.
I think the only Dutchman here is Honzi now. I'll have a quick look. Yeah, Silderfort is from Singapore.
Ah, there we go. All right. Henry Rogers gets a 3-second time penalty. So we only have 2 drivers with 3-second time penalties. That's Iron Apple and Henry Rogers. So that's pretty good going so far. And yeah, it's confirmed. Anton Chan Fernandez, Mucho Chan, confirms he's from Singapore. Thanks, Mucho.
Oh, Mucho as well. Oh.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Oh, well, Anton Chan Fernandez, Mucho Chan. So he's got to obviously...
Oh, he says the driver standing says that he's from Spain. So
Mucho Chan.
You should get in contact with Aaron. Change that nation, mate.
Oh, Silderfort! Look, yeah, Silderfort was side by side with Exotic into the chicane there. Vengeance has just attached himself to the back of these 2 cars now as well. So he's getting in there. This is for P4, 5, and 6. It's great to see none of the top drivers.
Was that car in the middle of the road? Who was that?
I can't see.
It's Henneplan. She's letting everyone by.
Yeah.
He's props to him. But it looked like he was in a really weird position there. So.
Alright, so
it's all good.
Okay, so this is... Oh no, that was Exotic! Exotic's turned around to Dunlop! So Dunlop has claimed his first one. Who is... Oh, Hennepy just comes around, so he gets it just out of the way in time. I think Iron Apple and that Slider's coming through too. So Dunlop claimed its first victim tonight. That was exotic. And this is Putin Hoppin and Jack Jackson. They're coming through there. Do you know that corner's called the 240R? Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, there you
I didn't
go.
know that.
The 240R. Do you know why they call it the 240R? It's because
Is it because it's 240 degrees, sir?
Yeah. Very Japanese, very logical. It's like a 240 degree turn. That's what we'll call it. So, yeah, I like it. All right. Same with the 130R, obviously, which they've just navigated through. Putin. Oh, he comes right up close to Jack Jackson in that Red Bull. This is for P7 and P6, respectively, for these two drivers. They're able to get out of there without any damage. So, Jack Jackson, he'll want to try and continue on. Chihi Edmund looking to go around the outside of both of them. Oh, no. He's just tapped Putin there. Oh, Chihi Edmund, ever the opportunist. Just slipping through
Respectful driving from all three. They gave each other enough room to let each other live. So props to all these three guys. And
Good.
what you say, ever the opportunist. It's if there is a gap and you no longer go for it, you're not a racing driver.
Oh, yes.
He's got to go for it. If the opportunity presents itself, then you should always go for it, no matter what. Still, the gap between Honzi and Cleophas remains around the same. But we see Cleophas using a lot less of ERS. He does it all the time. It's really his raw pace that is absolutely amazing. In the beginning of the race, before the safety car, he had still around 80% left, and he was in the lead. So he got a little bit screwed by the safety car. His pit stop timing could have been better, of course, but you'll never know. As Wheezy is the third guy to pick up a 3-second penalty. He's in P11 as it stands, so he's could still get in points as Iron Apple gets his sixth of his second 3-second time penalty, so he's on 6 seconds as it is. Then of course Henry Rogers 5 seconds speeding in the lane and 3 seconds for multiple warnings. So that's our penalty runners. It's less than usual, isn't it?
It's really good. I'm really happy that... Oh, we've got a safety car. Oh, no, that's Iron Apple's DNF'd. So that's number 5 that we've lost. That was at the Center S's just at the start. So they've started to... we've lost a few now. That's 5 cars we've lost. Iron Apple has had some sort of off there. He was travelling down in P15. Just while you were covering off that... the penalty situation, Henry Rogers and Chihi Edmund had managed to get past Putin Hoppin, so they dropped him down to P9. Henry Rogers in P8 and Chihi Edmund in P7. I don't think this is obviously a full course safety car. This is not going to be to the advantage of anyone right now, so no one will need to pit. Yeah, that would be. Yeah, you could go for a set of softs, but I'm not too sure if that's really going to be.
Cleophas doesn't. Domi doesn't.
Silderfort.
Alright, they're all continuing. Yeah, I would have only pitted if I was a hard runner. Jack Jackson does take the risk.
Yeah,
he is going for it.
Jack Jackson, Putin Hoppin, Hervina. Wheezy goes around. Crazy Kiwi. So yeah, Jack Jackson, Putin Hoppin, Hervina, and Crazy Kiwi. They've all pitted. Oh, so is Exotic. So is Hennepy. So we had a few guys. Who Dares wins. They're obviously down in the bottom half of the standings right now. So none of the top drivers decided to pit, and they're going to stay out. Now the pack will be relatively condensed as well. It wasn't too spread out. So hopefully these drivers can get a bit of a move on. And
I do get a little deja vu from the SFR Japan race now. Hopefully we will not see anything like that, because that was absolutely disgusting in every single way. We as stewards, I'm an SFR steward as well, we had to sit down for over an hour and a half to watch all the footage of those safety car incidents, which was absolutely insane. But we never seen such things happen here in FRL. Luckily, everyone is fairly respectful towards each other. So hopefully we can get this safety car out of the way next lap. It won't be this lap, I think. I think Exotic is a little bit too far away to make that happen. So we got, I think, 6 laps of green left. So Jack Jackson, of course, he's a quick driver in general. He's in the box position for soft, so he should be able to find some positions, because fresh softs over 10, 11 lap old hards and mediums, the difference is gonna be absolutely insane. Hoping, nah, not hoping, I'm not biased at all. I'm hoping to see some good racing in the end. So yeah, Nick, what are your thoughts on the race so far?
It's been a good race. So Dommy Lee picked up a 5-second penalty for a severe collision. Looks like with Silderfort. So he's in P3 and P4. So that's Dommy's in P3. Silderfort's P4. Neither of them have damage, but they've got 5-second time penalties. That is going to affect their race ending position. Henry Rogers, he's got 8 seconds. Wheezy 3. Jack Jackson 3. This is going to be very interesting between Honesy and Clearfus. I'm looking forward to these two going at it. 2 fast drivers. We've got Exotic, who's coming around turn 1 and turn 2 now. So hopefully he can get a move on. And I dare say we'll just go anyway, because that's what usually happens in this game when it comes towards the end of the race. So as I was saying, yeah, Dommy Lee got that 5-second time penalty. So and Silderfort for a severe collision. What happened to Baraka? Asked Sandeezy. Well, how would we explain Baraka's race? It was.
I'll try and sum it up for you, Tom. It's he got a moment in lap 1. He turned it around twice, so he had to box for a fresh set of tires and a new wing, I think. So he was down in last, did a good job of regaining some positions, and then the King went for a move. Not sure on who, but they made contact, which resulted in Baraka hitting the King and then hitting Wheezy Western. So yeah, that's what happened. He was, I think, done with this race and done with the incidents. And I think because you're not racing, he thought, well, I'm not going to lose that much points, so I'll just go do something else. That is, of course, an assumption, but knowing Baraka, I think he would have stayed in the race if he wasn't really
we're back. We're
again.
We're back. All right, cool. So Honesy's going to lead them away from Clearfus into turn 1.
He's in the He's in the pits.
Okay,
Why?
he's pitted. All right, we'll worry about him later. So Honesy and Clearfus coming through turn 1 and turn 2 now. They're maintaining position. Everyone looks like they've managed to get through quite easily. Yep, all right, good. So everyone's through. Let's see these two go at it. It's going to be Clearfus versus Honesy. The man from Greece versus the Dutchman. 2 Europeans. Yes, Andy, you should have raced, buddy, man. It would have been good to see you tonight. But anyway, next week. There's always next week. All right, so Clearfus, he's going to give chase. He's half a second behind Honesy in that Alfa Romeo. We've got 5.5 laps now of green flag racing ahead of us. Hopefully no more safety cars. Field is pretty bunched up. This is Jack Jackson coming around 240R. What about Putin B. Hoppin? He's pretty close here to Henry Rogers. These two have had a good little scrap tonight. I have to say, Putin B. Hoppin, though, he's improved. His driving has improved. His positions have improved. He's showing good signs of progress. Jack Jackson, this man, he's always been right up there. He's P7 right now. He sends it up the inside. And now he's in P6. So that was at the Casio triangle there through the chicane. He went for it, fully committed. And he's able to take P6 now. He's going to defend down the front straight as Exotic goes the fastest lap. He should be able to... Oh, that was a big difference in speed from Cheehy Edmund. Henry Rogers almost goes around. Oh, and he's lost a bunch of spots as well. He lost 2 spots there, so he finds himself down in P11. He's coming under attack from the McLaren of Sly. Oh, he's off at Dunlop. That was huge. And I caught it all on the... Yeah, I caught it all on the stream. How is that a virtual safety car? That was huge. All right, Henry Rogers is off.
As we were talking about the great racing in the midfield and the Rogers incident, Cleophas was for a moment he overtook Honzi, and right before the VSC, Honzi's nose was just in front. So lucky for the Dutchman there.
And we're back. We're back. So
we're back racing already.
Dommy's looking very. No, we're virtual. Sorry. Dommy Lee almost looked like he was racing. Yeah, we're back. All right, we're green.
Go.
Oh, Dommy Lee, 3-second time penalty with multiple warnings. So Vengeance could take out. Vengeance could take out a podium here with Dommy Lee and Silderfort in front of Kim. Sends it up the inside. And he's got it. He's done it. And Hosey gets a push off the track. He's off. He got a push from Dommy Lee, and he's out of the session. So, no, it all happened. It all happened at the Casio triangle there. So Dommy Lee coming around the outside. So Silderfort, he's up into P2. Oh no, Jack Jackson's hit Dommy Lee from behind. That's just coming through the center S's. So was it Crazy Kiwi? No, it was Jack Jackson. Dommy Lee's dropped down. So this race has just exploded with action after the safety car, and I think that's going to be Dommy Lee's race done as well. So unfortunate for him. Putin be hopping. He's moved himself up into P5. So not great work from him. Silderfort, he's got the penalty. What's his penalty? 5-second penalty. So that is... He'll drop a long way down.
All the way back to P10.
So the podium right now looks like it's Cleophas. Yeah, it looks like it's Cleophas, Vengeance, and Cheehy Edmund. Putin be hopping. If he gets a good run into this over the last 3 laps, he could get a penalty as well. It's times like this that I hate being a steward, says Sandeezy. Yeah, I don't blame you, mate.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun for you, Sandeezy. It's already good luck with finding all the footage and sorting everything out. But we've got 2 more laps of 3 full laps of racing, and Cleophas leads us away. He's pretty safe actually from Silderfort, and then his teammate PhD Vengeance.
He's having a look at Silderfort right now. Yeah.
10-second penalty for Dommy cutting a corner.
Dommy's
so he's
out.
Gonna leave the session. Yeah.
Oh man, I was like, we're 3 cars away from only having 10. What has happened? What happened to this race? See, it was looking really good. I said something about it not being an open Winfrey round, and look where we are now. We're 3 drivers away from it. Honesy's out as well. Dommy Lee's left the session. Oh dear, this race has just all fallen apart in the blink of an eye. All right, well, hopefully it continues on. We don't lose any more, and it's some good racing towards the end. So it's 1.2 second gap between Cleophas and Silderfort. Silderfort has that 5-second time penalty, so he's essentially out of the podium. It's going to be a Haas 1-2 right now if it stays like this. Vengeance in currently P3 on the track, but obviously penalties in front of him, and Cheehy Edmund as well. But this man here, Putin, can he get on the podium? That would be an absolutely sensational result for him. I'm not too sure if he has gotten on a podium here, but we're going to ride him home until the end. As I was saying, I gave him a bit of a rap earlier on. He has improved dramatically since the time I've been commentating him. He used to always be up for doing 0 assist races. So let's see if he can chase down Cheehy Edmund at the end and snag himself a podium as we've got 2 laps left in this one before it's all wrapped up. Vengeance.
I'm surprised the softs aren't that much quicker. It seems like it's. I would have expected some soft runners to really blaze by these hard runners.
Well,
Putin be hopping now right up the back end of Chi Edmund as they make a little bit of contact.
Oh,
Coming into Techno 1 again, contact. Oh, it's very close racing. They should all keep their cool. Because if you want to finish first, you first gotta finish. The golden rule. So it's all as you said, it's all kicking off here after the second safety car. Absolutely chaotic end of this race.
Well, he's got 5 lap old.
Commentating,
yeah, it's been cracking for commentating. He's got 5 lap old softs, so that he should be able to. He does have a distinct advantage over the 16 lap old hards at Sheehy Edmund, but Sheehy Edmund's no slouch. We've seen him race and he's got really good pace about him. So it's going to be a challenge for Putin because we're about to start the last lap.
Putin goes for it in the inside. Oh, that was a send. Now he's got the inside line for the last corner. They make a little bit of contact all the way.
Oh, Hervina's in on this as well. Hervina's just hanging in there. He might take 2 spots here, Hervina. He does take the spot of Putin. And it's... Oh, no, Putin. Oh, and Hervina hit Sheehy Edmund. Oh, no. Oh, here we go. Putin gets through. Putin... Oh, and Hervina's off as well. This is chaos right now in the last lap. But Putin be hopping. All he has to do is keep Crazy Kiwi behind him and he will get a podium. This has been mayhem the last couple of laps. Come on, Putin. Can he bring it home? Oh.
I think a Vettel board radio would be in place here. What are we doing? Are we racing or playing bumper cars? This is absolutely chaotic.
It has been,
round 17.
This has been fun though.
In the last corner,
Crazy's going up. Oh, Crazy was looking up the inside into Spoon. He runs a little bit wide. Slardus now is going to take Crazy. Oh, they're going to touch. They do come together slightly. This is perfect for Putin though. All he has to do is fend him off through the 130R. He doesn't have any battery. He's got 1% of battery left. Oh, he takes it very tight. Oh, no! Oh, that was Crazy Kiwi. Went into the fence. Oh, my goodness gracious. Sandeezy, get ready for the stewards' reports coming through. But it's Cleophas who's won amongst all that. Vengeance has come P2. Slardus has come P3. Silderford in P4. Exotic P5. No. Cheehy Edmund's going to come home in P6. Oh, my goodness. What a race that was. That was insane. Oh, wow. Wheezy's going to finish P8. God. Jack Jackson P9. Honesy P10. Oh, my goodness gracious. That was intense.
I'm absolutely sweating. Oh, my God. What an end of this race.
Putin almost got it.
I'm not going to say too much about the incidents. That's all for the likes of Sandeezy to decide, but it's... Yeah, this hasn't been the end of the race that most drivers would have hoped for.
Wow.
But it's a Haas double podium.
Yeah. Wow, fantastic. Good result from Cleophas, and we didn't get to see him crossing the line because we were watching the battle between Crazy Kiwi and Putin just go insane, and then it was Slardus. So he was way down the field, Slardus, for a while. Do you want to organise the party for us, Viet, while we get this all sorted?
Yeah, I'm think I'm gonna do that. I hope I can do that. Let's invite Cleophas to the party. He's been in here for a couple of times. Let's see. I'll get those guys in. Possible. I'm not sure, but I think we got from the admins that we only could do one.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure.
Oh, really?
They said that we should do we only should do our driver of the day.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Let's wrap it up a little bit more. It was in the race briefing.
Oh, was it? Okay.
He is offline now. Should scroll through my friends list. 1 second.
Wow, that was pretty crazy towards the end there. That was people just going all out, and that was really sad for Putin there. He raced such a good race, and yeah, so unfortunately he wasn't able to do it. So close though, but it was great racing from him anyway. But yeah, Cleophas, that was
I
yeah.
invited Cleophas to the party now.
That just
I'm not sure. I don't think I got Vengeance and I do have Slardis, I think.
all right. Just see if we can get anyone.
We're just gonna get them in. Why do we care?
Yeah.
Let's go. I invited them to the party. Hopefully they can join.
Yeah. Oh,
There
here we
is,
go.
our winner. He has muted himself now, and Slardis as well. Cleophas, can you hear us?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on your win. It's not been the first time you've been in this party, so you know what we're gonna ask.
Yeah.
You had a great first stint, but then the unlucky timing of the safety car. You came out in P2, had to follow Honesy for most of the race. But then, of course, the incident. Can you elaborate on what happened there coming into the last chain?
Yeah. When the VSC ending, I was very close. I opened my ears to be ahead in the main straight and just defend. Because when I tried to pass them in the previous lap, we got a very good fight. But on the fast chicanes, you can't in all the chicanes come side by side, and I need to leave the space and just pass them and try to pass them in another sector.
Yeah, but
I
yeah,
was
there
really
was.
close and tried to make the move. I think I didn't let so many space, but I think I let the space just to go to 1 car length.
Yeah, it did seem like you left enough space, at least on the stream. That of course will be decided by the stewards.
Yeah, of course.
But you had an amazing pace in that first stint. I noticed you didn't use a lot of ERS. So it's all raw pace. I think that's that extra horsepower those fans give you in the chat. You've got a little fan base going on each and every race, so that is good to see. Where are they from? They're your friends, or they're other people you race with?
Yeah, other friends, other people that I'm racing, it's many guys. But it's the problem in this race that the last 2 weeks in Singapore, yeah, I raced. In Sochi, didn't race because I got an issue and didn't. It's not I retired on purpose. And I got 1 week off. I didn't race in. I didn't race. Yeah, in every league I didn't race. It's the first race that I raced for this week, and it's very difficult. And I'm a bit surprised that I made a so good race with no training, nothing. Just I opened my PlayStation and came to race.
Oh, arrive and drive.
It's raw pace. That is absolutely good to see. You're a great addition to this league and to this division. Thank you for bringing us another exciting race, and thank you for joining the party.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get to speak to you again next week.
Which track is?
I think we're going to Mexico.
No. It'll be. I think it'll be Circuit of the Americas.
Oh yeah, Coda.
United States and after Mexico, yeah.
Yeah. So
Coda.
Coda next
It's a
week.
good track.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Then we have our other podium runner, Slardis. Mate, congratulations. Out of the top of my head, is this your first podium so far?
It's not, but they're very rare, so I'm very happy with it, let's be honest.
Yeah, congratulations. It was absolute chaos in the end. You managed to maneuver yourself through it all. So congratulations to you, Nick. Maybe you have some good questions for our podium runner.
Yeah, so you're qualifying. You were struggling to sort of get a lap together in qualifying, and then you worked your way from the bottom of the field up. Walk us through the race. What were some of the key moments for you? And did you see the Putenby Hoppen and Jack Jackson incident happen there at the end through 130R?
Yeah, it literally happened right in front of me.
Yeah.
So I had a prime position for that one, which was unfortunate for them, but I'll definitely take the Stephen Bradbury-esque win podium at least. But yeah, it was an interesting race. I started off in P16 and made a really good start up to, I think I got 2 places, and then I got bumped off the road by Baraka, and then FRL Hennep took me out on the first corner. But after that, I just had wing damage and had to try and get back to the pits, which is a bit of a difficult spot to do. And I thought if I could just maybe ride the hards out for as long as possible and just see what happens. And then, yeah, there was a bunch of safety cars and I made up a few spots, and I thought the last safety car, I may as well go on the softs and just see what I can do. And I just saw it all unfold in front of me. So my recording's pretty entertaining.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty good.
I was about to ask you, did you record the race? I think that'd be worthwhile. You'd just have some pretty good highlights on there.
Yeah, definitely.
For everyone watching who's not familiar with Stephen Bradbury, look it up on YouTube. It's a famous Australian ice skater, so we don't have too many of those over here, and he essentially won a gold medal after everyone crashed out in front of him. I think it was twice he did it, so 2 races in a row. But yeah, if you don't understand that, have a look at it. But well done, man. Like, obviously you have to host the lobby and you got to get all that sorted and send out invites and all that sort of stuff before you race, so I can imagine it's quite hectic for you on a Sunday night. So thank you for doing it, or you do it every week in, week out, and you race as well. And this is very well deserved. It's a little bit of luck, but you got to be in the right place at the right time to get some luck, and that's all a part of motor racing, so, and sim racing as well. So congratulations, man, once again. Thank you. Well done.
Cheers, thank you guys.
Thank you, Slardis, for joining the
Congrats
party.
to
Thank you for
as well.
hosting everything.
Cheers.
Good to
Thanks,
speak
mate.
to you, and see you next week.
Yeah, bye.
Right. All right. So I think, is that everyone, Viet?
Yeah, that was everyone. I don't have Vengeance in my friends list, so I couldn't add him to the party. Yeah, it was mate, what a race.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy, man. That was pretty wild. I feel bad for Putin, but it's also I feel good for Sliders though. So he's very well deserved, and good to see Clearfus having another good race there as well. And a Haas 1-2 with McLaren up there. That's a good job by those guys. So congratulations to all of them. Yeah, the first half of the race, it went pretty smooth, and I was like, oh, we might get quite a few runners finishing, and then it just exploded again. So I say the stewards room will be pretty busy this week, and good luck to those guys. If you're in Melbourne, you don't have anything else better to do anyway. You're in lockdown. So, but yeah, well done to all the guys tonight, and the podium winner Vengeance. Clearfus, Vengeance, and Slardis.
Yeah, well. Yeah, we wrapped it up quite good. As we said, next week it will be Coda.
Yeah.
One of my personal favorites. Absolutely amazing track to drive on. Hopefully that will transfer into FRL as well. We'll get some good racecraft next week. Hopefully some more finishers.
Yeah.
But only time can tell.
Yes. So until then, take care of yourself. If you're in Melbourne, Australia, we're in lockdown again. So to all the other Melburnians, stay safe. It's only a few more days. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Everyone else, enjoy the rest of your weekend, whatever you're doing, whether it's evening, afternoon, or morning. Enjoy it. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. And we will see you next week at the Circuit of Americas. See you later.